It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science quiz program here in the Prince George's Schools, and this is a special game. Today we have two middle schools that have won once previously. Today's winner moves on to become the fourth and final of the semifinalists in this year's middle school competition. Two grade schools here today. Let's meet them. First from Benjamin Tasker, let's say hello to Madison, their captain. Madison, good to have you back again. Braylon is here, great player, and another great player. Jerome is with us today. Playing against them is a team from Thomas Johnson, Charlene, their ace captain over there, joined by two ASOs on either side. Hey, Melissa, nice to have you back here. And Rahel, also top-notch player, so get ready for a good game. We have 6 categories of questions here on the Science Bowl. Here they are.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board shows the questions according to difficulty. Easier ones on the left worth 5 and 10. Tougher ones 15, 20, ultimately 25. Toughest of them all. We give our teams 50 points just for showing up and looking as good as they do. There are never any penalties for incorrect answers. End of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 grade schools will go on to play in the semifinals and possibly the championship game in this, our 37th year of Science Bowl here in Prince George's County Public Schools. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly. Let's go to that red team. Madison, would you try that buzzer for me? It looks good. It sounds good. Good luck to BT. And let's go over to TJ and have Charlene try the green one. It looks to be in great shape, too. Good luck to the Thomas Johnson team. Congratulations, guys, for making it this far in the competition. May the better team win. We go alphabetically B before T. So Benjamin Tasker, you get to draw first blood here. Madison, give me a category and a number.
Body systems from 15.
Body systems for 15 points to start our game. The adrenal glands are sometimes called the suprarenal glands because they sit atop these organs.
The kidney.
Thomas Johnson.
Kidney.
The kidneys, yeah. Renal is a word that always refers to kidneys, and supra means above. Suprarenal. Good way to start. Go green.
What do you want to do? Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. This word can mean the global network of remote servers associated with the internet, or a type of condensed water vapor floating in the atmosphere. Charlene.
The gas floating in the atmosphere. Humidity?
What you got?
Humidity?
No, not humidity. Benjamin Tasker. This word can mean the global network of remote servers associated with the internet, or a type of condensed water vapor floating in the atmosphere.
A cloud?
The cloud, absolutely right. Yeah, Jerome, good assist there. Thank you. Go red.
Green things for 20.
Green things, 20 points. Here's the question for you. When the so-called corpse flower at the U.S. Botanic Garden blooms, it releases the disgusting smell of rotting flesh. The odor repulses us humans, but it's attractive to flies that land on the flower and help this process along. Benjamin Tasker.
Pollination?
Pollination is right. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Braylon. Go again. Madison.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade, 15 points. Teams, your question. A female chicken is a hen. A female horse is a mare. While a female koala is called one of these, the same as a female deer is called. Thomas Johnson.
A doe.
A doe is right. Yes, indeed. Thanks for help. Good. Charlene, next.
guys want to do? Potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, if divided vertically, the body of a human being, like that of most mammals and arthropods, is made of two identical halves. This is a multiple choice question. Those two identical halves, is that known as bilateral symmetry, synergism, or symbiosis? Bilateral
Pass
what?
it to Rahel.
Thomas Johnson.
Bilateral synergy. I mean symmetry.
Symmetry, absolutely right. Yes, indeed. Good. Glad you changed the pronunciation of that. Absolutely right. We have 85 for Benjamin Tasker, 95 for Thomas Johnson. Close game. Go green.
Dateline for 15.
Dateline for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. George Washington, who got natural immunity to this disease, which is no longer a threat anywhere on Earth, had all of his soldiers inoculated against it in the Continental Army. Name that disease, Thomas Johnson.
Tetanus.
Tetanus?
Not tetanus, good try. This is a disease we can no longer get. It has been wiped off the face of the earth. George Washington got it. He got natural immunity as a result, but he required all of his soldiers in the Continental Army to be inoculated against it.
Smallpox.
Yeah, it is smallpox. Absolutely right. Good comeback. Go red.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, your body's complete digestive system, from the mouth to the anus and all the organs in between, is known as the GI tract. Thomas Johnson. Rahel.
Gastrointestinal tract.
Gastrointestinal, absolutely right. Good work. Go. Green.
Supri for 20.
Zuprade for 20 points. Teams, what A initialed word describes animals like crocodiles and hippos and fire ants and black mamba snakes, which, yes, Thomas Johnson.
Black mamba snakes.
Amphibians.
Rahel?
Amphibians.
Not amphibious, no. Listen, Benjamin Tasker. What A initialed word describes animals like crocodiles, hippos, fire ants, and black mamba snakes that will attack a human even if unprovoked. They are spoiling for a fight. What A initialed word describes animals like that? They're aggressive. They're aggressive animals. All right. You had to ring. You didn't. We gave you some time there. Let's go back to the green team. 115. You have a 15-point advantage. Go, Charlene.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Physical for 20.
Physical for 20 points. All right. There's a picture with this. Look at the picture on the monitor in the studio. When the mythological gods condemned Sisyphus to forever push a boulder up a mountain, only to have it roll back down again and again, Sisyphus was constantly overcoming what two forces? Overcoming what two forces? The buzzer is run, but we will take the answer. Benjamin Tasker.
Gravity and friction.
Yes, gravity and friction, absolutely right. And that buzzer, as I say, indicates the end of our first round. And our score at this point, 115 for Thomas Johnson, 120 for Benjamin Tasker. Part two, straight ahead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back. It's time to talk to our players. Boy, they are all great. All 6 of them that have been here before, and they've shown their skill, and they're showing it today. If you've not met them before via television, let's talk to them right now. Let's go over to Benjamin Tasker and Madison. There are a lot of people behind the scenes making sure you guys were successful. Who's the coach of your team?
Mr. Ophis.
Mr. Opus, yes. A new coach doing a wonderful job. Principal is?
Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill. And you had an alternate on your team, yes?
Yes. His name is Evan Zane. I'm so
What's
sorry.
the alternate name?
Evan Zane.
Evan, that's right. Yeah, he won't hold that against you. It's tough when the lights are in the eyes. Sometimes you forget your own name out here, but you guys certainly don't. Tell me about Tasker. What's great about that school?
One, the principal. She is amazing.
Yes.
Especially, like, all of the teachers are very supportive, especially Mr. Ophis. He was giving us strategies and all that stuff, so they're, yeah.
So they've been good coaches. They've been good advisors to you. Yeah, good people. And they appreciate you telling us about them. What do you want to do someday, Madison?
I want to be a pediatric neurologist or neurosurgeon.
Absolutely. Want to make a difference in the world. Want to help people. You're doing a nice job here today. Braylon, nice to have you back. You've been on our show as Madison and Jerome have been in your previous school, in elementary school. Now here you are in middle school. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play video games, draw, build Legos, sometimes cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing all kinds of kid stuff, you know,
Yeah.
enjoy these years. And looking ahead, you're going to do what?
Maybe find a cure for cancer. One less way for people to die. One less way for people to die. But if I make a cure for cancer, a
Yes.
lot less people and their families won't have to go through that suffering.
It's a horrible thing.
Yes,
It's
it
a horrible
is.
thing. And most of us, either in the family or friends who have seen it happen, and you know, if we could get rid of that, life would be so much less threatening. It really would.
It would.
Yeah. Good luck to you. Thanks for sharing that. Jerome, nice to have you with us today. And he's, Jerome, you're interested in medicine too. You want to be a surgeon of some kind one day, and you have a lot of school ahead of you. But I can tell you've got the discipline, to be a good student. To get you here today, just keep going, and you'll have no problem being a preeminent surgeon. What do you do in your spare time?
Sometimes I would like draw or just watch TV. So.
Do you have a favorite TV show, Jerome?
I would say maybe like Grey's Anatomy, I guess.
Yeah, great, especially since you want to be a surgeon. But I could have given you 50 extra points if you said your favorite TV show was Science Bowl. So you know, the lights would, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you. Thomas Johnson, nice to have you here today too. Charlene, tell us the Thomas Johnson story. Your coach, Miss Yabe, she's been bringing wonderful teams here for many, many years, and she's just terrific. I know you agree with me on that. And you say you have a new principal.
Yeah, Dr. Campbell, she's amazing, and she helps make the school a better place.
She's amazing. Boy, that's a great description. I'm sure she's happy to hear that, because when you're new, you want to hear that people like you. What do you like about your school, other than the principal?
I like how the teachers try to prepare us for the future, and they help us.
And, I'd like to say that's their job, but, good teachers go well beyond the job, and they treat you as real people and not just students out there. Would you like to be a teacher someday yourself, Charlene?
Not really, but no, not really.
No, I can see you doing it. What would you like to do?
Like I stated, I would like to be a Supreme Court justice or
I know
in the law
Your
field.
dad's a lawyer, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's going to encourage you and is very proud of you. Rahel, nice to have you with us today. You told us last time that you like to read science books. You're on the internet all the time. You like programs on science. And yet you're looking to a career in IT, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. A very popular profession right now. I could tell you'd be successful. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to draw, and I like to play games as well.
Wonderful, yeah. Well, you're a terrific student. You're a terrific Science Bowl player. Always good to have you here. Also played in elementary school. Melissa, nice to have you here. And every time I see you now, I'm just thinking food, because you want to be a chef someday. And what do you cook now? What do you prepare that people like?
I mainly cook for myself, but sometimes if I do share it, it's like typical meals like pasta, spaghetti, and stuff like that.
Yeah, something simple but classic. Yeah. And yeah, you have to please yourself first, because if you don't like it, chances are nobody else is going to like it. Well, good luck. There's a lot of science involved in cooking and physics. It's a STEAM profession. You're doing a nice job here, Melissa. Good to have you back. Let's get back into the game. Close one, 115 Thomas Johnson, 120 Benjamin Tasker. Last correct answer came from the red team. So Madison, where next?
Body system for 25.
Body systems for 25 points. The big one in that category is a visual question. Let's have a look at the picture on the monitor. You are looking at the inside of the cerebellum, the part of the brain that controls balance. It is known as the arbor vitae, A-R-B-O-R-V-I-T-A-E, because it looks like what green thing?
Leaf.
Thomas Johnson.
No bad idea.
Tree.
Rahel?
A tree?
A tree, absolutely right. The branches on a tree. Arbor refers to like an arboretum where you go to see trees. So arbor was your clue there. You got yourself 25 points. Nicely done. Go green.
You want to do Science Potpourri for 20. Science Potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Football players who undergo surgery for a torn ACL, anterior cruciate ligament, are having this part of their body operated on. Thomas Johnson. Rahel.
Their foot?
Not their foot. Good try. Benjamin Tasker, an ACL, an anterior cruciate ligament, part of the body operated on.
Their ankle?
Knee. Knee was the right answer there. Go again, green.
Dateline for 20.
Dateline, 20 points. One of these weather phenomena, a kind of tornado, formed over Chesapeake Bay last summer, causing damage to Smith Island. Benjamin Tasker.
Funnel?
No, I need more information. More information, please.
It's like a tornado-like thing.
Let me give Thomas Johnson a chance here. This weather phenomena, a kind of tornado, formed over Chesapeake Bay last summer, causing damage to Smith Island.
A hurricane?
A waterspout. A waterspout, which is a kind of funnel as a tornado is. That's why I couldn't give you those points there, Braylon. Go again, TJ.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Here's your question, teams. We've got a couple cooks up there. The only part of herb plants like parsley, thyme, and sage that cooks use in the kitchen is this part of the plant. Thomas Johnson.
The leaves.
The leaves, absolutely right. The other parts are what make up spices. Good. Green. Go again.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. Big one in that category, teams, is as follows. Operating in a direction opposite the xylem, these P-initial vessels in plants transport sugar made in the leaves down to the fruits and the roots. Thomas Johnson.
Rahel.
The phloem.
The phloem is right, absolutely. Xylem and phloem, the opposites there. One goes one direction, one goes the other. The vessels inside of a plant. Okay, all right, you've got a 60-point lead, 180 to 120. Come on, Benjamin Tasker, let's get back in here. Go, Charlene.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade for 25 points. Will this do it? Teams, the suffix meaning to love is philic, P-H-I-L-I-C, as in ornithophilic, loving birds. What opposite suffix, also beginning with P-H, means people who hate things like birds? Opposite suffix. Thomas Johnson.
Phobic? Phobic?
Phobic, absolutely right. Phobic versus philic, something someone hates. If you are entomophobic, you hate bugs. Good. Green. Go.
Should we do all the 25? Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Watching a hard-boiled egg get sucked into a bottle is a classic experiment. After dropping a burning stick into the bottle and then putting the egg on top, the egg goes in because of a difference in what? Come on, Tasker.
I'm going to pass it to Jerome.
Jerome.
The difference in, like, maybe the gas?
Not quite, not quite. The reason why the egg gets sucked into that jar after a burning stick had been placed in there is because of a difference in what?
Friction levels? Friction levels?
Air pressure. Air pressure is what we needed there. Go again, please. Green.
What should we Dateline for 25.
Dateline for 25. Big one in that category. Multiple choice. The African-American mathematician responsible at NASA for getting astronauts Alan Shepard and John Glenn into space safely and getting them home safely was Katherine Johnson, Stephanie Wilson, or Sean Proctor. Which of those three? Thomas Johnson.
Katherine Johnson?
Absolutely. Your namesake. Katherine Johnson. Over there, Thomas Johnson. Absolutely right. Good answer. Go. Hidden Figures was the movie she starred in. Go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Big one in that category. This is very interesting. The skin on the top of an elephant's trunk stretches more than the skin underneath its trunk. Something that can be seen when the trunk extends like this device, one of which was a Galileo invention.
Pass it.
Telescope.
Telescope is right. Yes, indeed. Okay, come on, Tasker. Let's get cracking here.
Let's get physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. Teams, your question. Because of his law of gravitation and 3 laws of motion, Isaac Newton is considered the father of this branch of science.
Physics.
Johnson.
Physics.
Physics is right. Yes, good. Green, go.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo for 10. Nope. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Zoo parade for 10 points. Some cosmetic makers, get this, are milking these gastropod mollusks for the slime which people buy to put on their face to get better complexions?
Snail.
Snails is right. Hyaluronic acid is in it. Just put a snail on it. No, thank you. Go, Red. Go, Red.
Body systems for 10.
Body systems for 10 points. Team, the small triangular bone at the base of your spine called the coccyx.
The pelvis.
Not the pelvis, good try. The small triangular bone, Thomas Johnson, at the base of your spine called the coccyx is better known as this bone, even though we humans can't wag ours.
Rahel.
Tailbone.
Tailbone it is, yeah, go green.
What should we do? Potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. This is very strange. Relying on the hydraulics that let spiders move their legs, scientists have been experimenting with necrobotics, N-E-C-R-O-botics, spiders that can pick up other spiders even though they themselves are already what?
Dead.
Dead is right, Charlene, right. Remember to ring in first. Good, go. You knew that one, Braylon. You knew necro. Go,
Green things for 10.
How many?
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. This kind of plant that famously covers the buildings of well-known universities like Harvard is one best to avoid if it has leaves of 3. Benjamin Tasker.
Poison ivy.
Ivy is what we needed. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
Dateline science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Two-part answer. Doctors use a device called a pulse oximeter on COVID patients to see how much of this gas is found in what body liquid. What gas and what liquid? For 10 points, Thomas Johnson.
Rahel.
Rahel.
How much oxygen is in the blood?
You got it. Perfect. Nicely done. Go. Green.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. If you're thinking about building a treehouse, remember that one of these on an oak tree can only hold 70 pounds.
Branches.
Branches, that's right. Good, go.
Zupri for 5.
Zoo for 5. The green pigs in the Angry Birds game have no necks, while the birds themselves could belong to the genus Apteryx because the birds have no what? Madison.
Wings?
They have no wings. Yeah, Apteryx means no wings. Good. Red.
Body system for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. The part of your body with the second most number of bones, 26, is the same one that is said to get cold if you decide to back out of something, like jumping off a cliff or getting married. Charlene.
Cold feet.
Cold feet it is, yeah. Go green.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5 points. One of the most popular science experiments is called the sugar snake, which is when you burn sugar in baking soda, which releases this gas, which gets trapped inside the bubbles that grow into a long snake. What gas is released? Charlene.
What is it? What do you think?
What you got?
Oxygen.
Not oxygen. What gas is released? You burn that sugar in that baking soda.
Carbon dioxide.
That's it, carbon dioxide. Go red, 2 left.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. This word, a homonym, is a noun that means a kind of bird like a chicken or a duck. As an adjective, it can mean something that smells really bad, or a baseball that's hit outside the line between home plate and first and third.
Pass it to Jerome.
Jerome.
P-U.
Say it.
P-U.
Not P-U, no. Thomas Johnson. What did? No, Thomas Johnson. A homonym. It's a kind of bird like a chicken or a duck. An adjective, as an adjective, it means something that smells bad, or a baseball that is hit outside a line between home plate and first or third.
Foul. A foul.
It's a foul ball or a foul. Absolutely right. All right. All right. That foul answer there does not describe this game, which was wonderful. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a second. What a game this was here today. You know, the judges were over here and they were saying not only were these young people as smart as could be, but they were entertaining. They had great poise. They had great sportsmanship. We don't want to see them leave. They're all champions. Our final tally today is Thomas Johnson 285, Benjamin Tasker 175. Congratulations to everybody, Madison, would you be good enough to introduce who you brought with you today?
Yes, so this is our this is Miss Vassal. This is Evan Zhang. This is Mr. Ophis, our coach, and Dr. Kendra Hill, our
Thank you
principal.
all for the support you've given this wonderful team here. And Charlene, who's standing back there?
Miss Yabez, our coach.
And she wants to take home a county championship, doesn't she?
Yes.
And so do you guys. Yeah, you are the last of our 4 semifinalists. Congratulations, congratulations to you, to Benjamin Tasker. And thank you for watching Science Bowl and being such great fans. And this is our 37th years. Make sure you tune in for the middle school semifinals and the championship match. I'm Dave Zarin, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.